So we ask people a certain question every time because this is what I think everybody needs to know. Because again, to go back to the fact that it's not easy, and it's something that people are going to work on. Only a small percentage of people are going to get there. And I'll let Floyd put it out to you. But I think this is a question that's very important for our audience.
We always like to know. Everybody has a moment in their life that they had this aha moment, and it usually ends up coming from a very bad place, right? So the question basically is, what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you that the best outcome came from that worst thing? At the moment, this is life ending, but everything changed from your life from that point forward, and it was the best thing that could have happened to you.
I got a lot of bad moments to pick from. I look at them as all being. I look at it I have a slightly different view of it in that there's. I look at our experiences in life very similar to the story of Superman in that the worst thing in your life, the biggest tragedy in your life is connected to the highest peak in your life, and both of those are what give you both your superpower and your kryptonite. And so I've always seen all of these difficult, challenging times as an opportunity for growth, an opportunity for a lesson. What's the worst one? For me, it was I didn't choose to stop being a SEAL. I got injured, and I got injured a number of times, and eventually the one that took me out was a back injury that I had a surgery, and the surgeon nicked the L4, L5 nerve root when he's trying to fix my back, and that caused 3/4 of my right leg to go numb.
Wow.
And I remember I had been in horrific pain for 2 years. I'd operated with basically a broken back for just over a year and a half, and then I ended up in the hospital for almost 2-3 months before they could do the surgery. And when they did the surgery, he nicked that nerve root. So I woke up and it felt like someone was pouring boiling oil down my leg, my butt, my thigh, my leg. And I remember he came in and he said, well, at first I said, why does it feel like someone's pouring boiling oil down my leg? And he's like, oh, you did so much damage to your back. There's so much scar tissue. When I was cleaning that up, I nicked the nerve root. Yeah, you're not going to have any feeling in your leg anymore. Your SEAL career's over. And then my girlfriend at the time had put up a SEAL Team 3 t-shirt on the wall. And he looked at it, he's like, oh, is this shirt for me? And he took it off the wall and left, never saw him again.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, oh, that's great.
Just nonchalantly just ended your career.
Ended my career, didn't say anything about it. Blamed it on me for having a high pain tolerance and operating too long, causing scar tissue. And at that point in my life, that took away my purpose. My whole purpose in life since I was 3rd grade was to be in the military and serve, and be in the SEALs. It took away my brotherhood. It took away any support structure I had, because that was 2006, late 2006, early 2007. There's no one. As soon as I was not useful as a SEAL, that was it. No support.
Done with you.
Yeah, done with me.
Wow.
And that just, like, literally everything was gone at that point. And what that gave me, the gift it gave me, was that up until that point, I only ever thought of myself as a weapon. Like, that was all I was.
Yeah.
And being able to learn that I had a whole lot more to give to this world than just being a very effective weapon, and being able to have the trauma from that experience, both the experiences as operating as a SEAL in combat, and then the experiences of the being in the hospital, and the experiences of losing all of that support, gave me the trauma that I had to then work through, that I'm now able to turn around and, you know, change people's lives on a regular basis. And if it wasn't for all of that, I never would have, I'd say, tried to I don't know if it's like pay back the karma, right? For, you know, someone that was driven by love to begin with, but used violence to do it. You know, there's a debt there, you know, a separation and a debt that I think, and now that we've been able to turn that into creating connection for people, we've, between our school programs, our corporate programs, our training, we've impacted 250,000 people directly, and, you know, hundreds of thousands of more second and third order. And none of that would have been possible because I would have just continued to be a weapon, a very effective one, for a number of years, and most likely ended up dead, because that was the vision from the time I was a little kid. Was I used to, when I was in high school, I used to read Medal of Honor citations. Was just my, like, that's what I read at bedtime. And so that I knew that was the path I was going to. So I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that, and we wouldn't have had the opportunity to help so many people.
So what it sounds like to me, many people who may be watching this would extract from something like this is the beginning of your greatest purpose would be the ending of something that you love.
Yeah, they're connected, right? Yeah. It's superpower and kryptonite. It's the same thing.